Hi everybody and welcome back to Online Cookery with Kate and Olivia. We hope you've had a really nice half-term break.
This week we're going to be doing some baking, making some sweet treats, and it's bonfire night, so we thought some gingerbread muffins would be really nice, and then we're going to make some little rock cakes as well.
Oh wow, so we're doing 2 recipes this week.
Yeah, but they're not very complicated, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with your children with these ones.
Okay, perfect, let's make a start.
For the rock cakes, you will need 1 egg, milk, sultanas, margarine, baking powder, sugar and some self-raising flour.
So for the rock cakes, I've got 250 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of sugar, and then you want some baking powder. It's important to measure this well, so what you don't want is a huge amount like that, otherwise they'll rise and then flop in the oven. You want about the same above as below on the spoon. Mix that together, and then you're ready to add your margarine. It's important that the margarine is cold, so use it straight from the fridge. You could also use butter, any sort of margarine that works for baking. Then we're going to do what's called rubbing in, and for this you want to use the tips of your fingers and your thumbs. Don't squidge it together with the palms of your hands. So you're rubbing in the margarine into the flour mixture, and that'll just take a few minutes, and you want eventually it will resemble breadcrumbs. Once you've rubbed in the margarine, then you're ready to add the dried fruit. I'm using 150 grams of sultanas today, but you could use raisins or dried apricots or cranberries or any mixture. Give that a good mix in, and then you're ready to bind it together with the egg and some milk. You want to lightly beat the egg. Add that to your mixture, and when you add the milk, it's about 3 tablespoons, but be careful not to add too much, or you don't want the mixture to be sticky. So I'm going to add 3 and then see how we go. It will appear quite dry as you mix it together, but don't worry, it does actually require quite a good mix. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more milk here. Now it's all mixed together, I'm ready to put it on the tray, which I've greased with a little bit of margarine. The great thing about rock cakes is it doesn't really matter what shape they are. So you just want to take spoonfuls of the mixture, to make about 12 in all, and space them out on the tray. You might want to press them down slightly using your fingers, and then just sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar. It doesn't matter what sort of sugar, just to give them a lovely crisp topping when they come out of the oven. I'm going to put these in the oven now for 15 minutes until they're lightly browned on top. It's 200 degrees or 180 fan, gas mark 6.
For the gingerbread muffins, you will need milk, 1 egg, margarine, sugar, ground ginger, salt, black treacle and self-raising flour.
For the gingerbread muffins, first of all I'm going to take some muffin cases. You want muffin cases rather than bun cases because they're a bit taller. But it doesn't in fact matter whether you're using a muffin tray or a bun tin for this. Next I'm going to measure out 100 grams of margarine, pop that in a pan, and then 4 tablespoons of treacle. And it's important not to overfill the spoon when you're measuring the treacle. Putting it on the stove over a gentle heat, it's quite important to make sure that it doesn't boil. Now that that's melted, I'm going to take it off the stove and leave it to cool slightly while I measure out the other ingredients. I've measured out 200 millilitres of milk, and then I'm going to crack the egg and lightly beat it. And now I'm ready to bring it all together. I've got 300 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of sugar, half a level teaspoon of salt, and the all-important ginger. You want about a rounded teaspoon. Mix it all in. Add the egg, the milk, and then the treacle and margarine mixture. It needs a good mix, but don't over mix it, don't beat it. These are now ready to go in the oven. The temperature is 195 degrees or 175 degrees fan, gas mark 5, and they go in for about 20 minutes or until the tops are springy to the touch. So these are fresh out of the oven.
Oh wow, they look delicious. It's definitely time for a tea break now.
Yeah, but I think we should wait for the rest of the team, don't you think?
I suppose we can wait until then. We hope you enjoy these with your nearest and dearest as well, and don't forget to take a photo of what you've made. We'd love to see it, and if you decide to post it on social media, then tag us in it at #FFL Cookery Club.
Thanks very much for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!